Bayern München have taken their seats, or are just about to.
Yes, and
Going up
with
against AS Monaco.
with their coach, of course, their traditional coach. And look who's making a debut
Wow.
with the Bayern Munich shirt. It's Mukahit. Once again, a big hug to everybody in Turkey. And comes also making his debut in Monaco. Oh, this match would be amazing.
We have so many top matches here on Matchday 1. The fact that we have still 6 more match days after this is so mouth-watering to look forward to. But let's focus on Cams first, since he's on camera. Coach of the national team when they were competing in the Euros both years.
Yes.
Fell a little bit short of the mark in that respective of the competition. However, with Manchester United in the past few seasons, he has shown, alongside Eldridge, that he can be a force to be reckoned with at this level.
Yeah, he's a very experienced player, have been playing all around the world. And, you know, it's time for him, I think, to be on the next step. I think that everybody recognizes him as a good player, but I think that for now he must establish himself as one of the best. And being in the same team with O'Neill and Usmakabil, I think that may help. On the other hand, Mukahit has been very successful in the individual career, in the Euros, in the World Champions. So I think that he's on a very good level. So he's for sure, it was a surprise for a lot of people having Alex leaving Bayern Munich, and a question was who's going to be in that seat. You know, it's not easy to replace Alex Alguacil. Well, Mukahit is here for this season, and here we may see the mastermind behind this team, this Bavarian giant.
Such a big point that you raise when you lose such a talented player and a passionate player such as Alex Alguacil, a fan favourite. You have to fill that hole with someone, and that someone is the man on your screen, Mujahid, Defensive Player of the Year back in 2020, I believe. A very, very impressive player, has represented Turkey on the national stage as well, as you alluded to, incredible 1 versus 1 competitor. So now we're moving away from co-op for a couple of seasons now. You're looking to bolster your offensive lines with talented 1v1 players. Both Cams and especially Mujahid are those 2 players.
Yes, and Mukahid in particular is what I will call a cold player, but not in a bad sense, in a good sense. He has like nerves of steel. He can endure a big attack in front of him with no problem. He's not on a rush. He has a lot of patience, and he will keep waiting until the exact moment in where he can attack and make that one goal. I think this is the kind of players that he's at ease. If he just is 1-0, he's at ease. He's not in a rush. He's not nervous. And sometimes you need players so brainy as him. So we'll see also once again a big collision of styles. Comes with a more visceral style of playing with Mukahid, as you said, defensive player of the season.
Well, we're still moments away from kickoff. We appreciate your patience while the players, you know, settle into the seat. They want to make sure their teams are set up properly. They can hear everything okay. Everything feels fine. We, of course, give them that space to do so on the stage. But we're talking about the big swap from Manchester to Monaco for both Cams and teammate now on Monaco, Eldridge O'Neill. Big personalities, didn't go quite the way they were expecting to back in their Manchester days, but the swap deal, obviously, with Kilzu and Lotfi, sees these 2 now in Monaco, and should be a fun collaboration between Usmakabil, Cams and Eldridge. I think probably 3 of the most passionate and scary players to go up against.
Yes, and as you said before, sometimes the hobbies of the players may also define them. Well, Cam is a very, very, very good poker player. And that may also explain a little bit about his style. he's showing a little bit but hiding a lot style of playing. Well, that may be one thing to look after. The Frenchman, 29 years old. As you said, he used to be 3 years in a row a Manchester United player. Well, now it should be nice to play with such a legend like Ousmane Kabyle on your team.
Yeah, we will be speaking as much about Ousmane Kabyle as no doubt we did Eterito and other top caliber players in this competition. Really, there is talent littered across the board. But the talent in question here to start us off in match number 3 of the day. We're now halfway through the match day. Game number 1, Munchen hits 21 of Turkey versus Cams of France. Bayern and Monaco represented respectively. Tough one to call, isn't it, when you look at these two?
Yes, it's difficult. I think if I have to say like a little premonition, I think Bayern may have a little advantage on the papers at least.
This is not
because of the moment of each of them.
You need to start the game with the first lineup. Well, if you want to change something, you need to press pause.
No, I don't. Yeah, but I don't move any player. Just no.
Very interesting. We're just listening into the conversation there. Yeah. The referee's saying you cannot make any changes at this screen. You have to make sure you enter the competition with the team that you've submitted, and any changes that you want to have to do have to be made
during the game.
The pause menu in the game. Very interesting. One thing I love about this competition, even when we were at home, we got to listen in to some of the players' conversations. It gives you so much insight in terms of how they're feeling, but also the tactics and what they want to change and when.
Of course. And each of these teams have their coach. We've seen them. During the season, one day we will have to talk about what does a coach do in an esports team, and you know about that a lot.
That I do. For this stage and this particular competition, all about keeping your teammates calm and focused on the task at hand, which is bringing home as many points as possible. Match number 3, game number 1 has now kicked off. Monaco attacking left to right at Bayern München, who attack the other way. Look out for Volland here to start things off early for AS Monaco and Cams.
Red shirts for Monaco, black shirts for Bayern Munich. No, the other way around.
The other way around, that's right. Had me confused for a second there, but it is Bayern in the red shirts coming at Monaco here. Mane will fall back to him here. Real chance there for Sadio Mane. So opening chance of the game goes Bayern's way. And for Munchen settling into a new club, both these players settling in, of course. Important, we said it at the top of the show, we'll say it throughout, hits the ground running. Sane, Mane is here as well. One thing to worry about if you are Cams. Munchen hits defensive displays in co-op, in 1 versus 1s. Very, very stout defender, very difficult to break down. So any chances you get, you have to be clinical here.
Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. When you confront a player well known for his defense abilities, you know that each chance may be the only one.
Munchen hit on the offensive once more. Cam's yet to really settle into this game. Mane with an early strike will win his team a corner. Bit of a half chance, nothing really to shout home about. Maybe the early strike was a misinput, perhaps meant to dummy inside there.
Yes. Sometimes the flair perhaps is not what Mukahit does better. Let's see what happened here. This is a new one. Changing controller during the game.
Well, I seem to remember it a few years ago. We were back home throughout the pandemic. It's happened once before. I can't quite remember who did it, but maybe it was Nexa. He was the one changing his controls in the middle of the game as well, just making sure they're okay. It was so strange. But anyway, Bayern corner. Hernandez is just gonna...
Good corner.
Hit the side netting, had me fooled.
Yes. So for now, the only situation was in favor of Bayern Munich. Tell hasn't come into play yet.
Monaco and Cams starting to gallop forward. A lot of red shirts breaking here though for Munchen. He's found Tell.
I was asking for him.
Who can he find now? Mane is there on the rebound! And it's Munchen first goal for his new club. He opens the scoring. Bayern 1, Monaco 0.
We were asking, where is Tell? Well, here is Tell. He started the play, he finished it with Sadio Mane. Good goalkeeping, but the defense was not very well standing there. In the rebound, the ball kisses the net, and that makes Bayern 1, AS Monaco 0.
Yeah, silent faces of frustration there from Cams. He's coming here straight from the kickoff. Ben Yedder!
Good defending in the last minute.
You could tell with the goal there was nothing much he could do about it, but this was precise passing, and Wassim Ben Yedder almost getting the immediate reply. Here comes the resulting corner. Monaco looking for that equalizer here. Golovin is giving chase, but there's confirmation. The first goal of the season for his new club from Munchen 21. Settling in quite nicely. Kingsley Coman. Here is Tell on the near side, but that one will just dribble home for a goal kick.
Monaco didn't have any clear chance yet.
This could change momentarily. Ben Yedder with the snatching shot! Oh, the commentary curse!
The curse of the commentator,
Fiorito,
as
what
my
have you
friend
done
says.
to Bayern? That's the equalizer in some fashion. Cams is back on level terms.
So we were asking for an attack on Monaco. Well, here we have an attack for Monaco. See, one touch, 2, 3, back heel. And it looks just like a goal that we see minutes earlier in one of the first matches. When you open the ball, I think it was AC Milan that did a goal like this. You open the ball with the back heel, the defense gets confused. And now it's one apiece.
Cams on the board, and it could be a second here too, with Boadu cuts aside, and good goalkeeping prevents it being 2-1.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity on the kickoff goal.
Well, Cams is unhappy about something here.
Yeah, he's on fire. He's on fire.
Oh, c'est pas lui! C'est pas lui!
Of course, the fun thing about being here in the studio is you can do all these things, and
Yes.
you know your opponent's going to hear them too. So this could be potentially some mind games from Cams
Yeah, I
to
don't
try and
think-
get in Mujahid's head. a little
I
bit.
don't think it's the case. He's very emotional. Mujahid, on the other hand,
Has a chance here with Tell. Doesn't go across goal. And Cams is letting him know that maybe that is not the right opportunity. He's dumbfounded up there on the stage.
Camps is a guy I don't want upset, for sure.
I'm glad you're doing the interviews afterwards. Corner though. 10 minutes until half-time.
He was enraged at his defense.
It's all in the name of passion here in the eFootball Championship Pro 2023 season.
He's using Tell a little bit more open than as a regular center forward.
Koeman inside to Tell. Mane trying to feed that one too. Behind for a goal kick though. Going back to the goal, I think maybe Mujahid would be disappointed to see that one find the back of the net from so far out, considering how
Yes.
renowned he is for his defensive
Yes.
work. Maybe a bit more pressure needed there.
And that Camps didn't have so much occasions as he had.
He's growing into the game since that goal. Here is Golovin for Ben Yedder. Will he go inside, outside? In the end,
That's
goes
true.
straight to the hands of Jan Sommer.
That's true. He's justifying the result on each minute that it passes.
Into stoppage time now, first half of game one.
And we may say we have a balanced match for now. I think the result is fair.
And this is the final attack of the first half here. Mane, plenty of space. The pressure's coming. Koeman's there. Tell is also there, but the clearance comes, and the first half between these two talented players finishes one apiece.
Good defending on the last minute. Last minute defending. That ball is so important, because if you go home in the last minute of the first half, down on the score, oh, that's difficult.
Second half underway. Bayern attacking left to right in the all-red strip. Monaco attacking the other way, in possession as we speak. Boadu, plenty of space to turn. Ben Yedder, good take, but tackled well. It's that defensive capability we were talking about from Mujahid. Very important tackle to be made there. Sane and Koeman combining. Tell is through the middle here as well. Could be two. Oh, it is wide.
Always. C'est terrible. Oh là là.
Not the goal that Mujahid was looking for. We'll see it here on the replay. Ball seemed to hang up for an eternity here.
And it didn't close. It didn't close. In the rebound, everybody was, whoa, 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 look at these faces, look at these faces, look at these faces.
We said to expect passion from Monaco. His Maccabil might be one of the most animated people I've ever seen when he's playing. Let alone when he's sat behind you trying to cheer you on at the same time.
Amazing. And they alternate cursing in French and in English. I could hear them say, always, always.
Yeah, maybe don't translate every single word we hear up there.
No, they said it in English.
I dread to think what they say in French, but for now, it is still one apiece. One goal could be the difference maker in a game such as this. Thomas Müller has entered the fray here for Bayern. Oh, and that's a really heavy touch by Nubauer. And Koeman, he will pounce. That is a costly, unforced error. And Cams cannot believe it.
It was a really, really, really huge mistake it's difficult to see an experienced player make a mistake like this, but you know, these things happen. And while he didn't close well, the ball bounced. Mukahid had his player do what a good attacker needs to do in this case.
Oh, that is one of the heaviest touches I've seen from a goalkeeper. Muted celebrations from Munchen. He knows that one's a bit of a gift.
Face.
And,
Look at his face.
The expected emotions from the other side.
Well, it's 2-1 for Bayern. Unforced mistake.
We've seen it a few times in this competition, also this studio, where sometimes the lights, the action can get the better of you. We've seen it a few times in season past where goalkeepers have made real bad, unforced errors.
Yes.
I feel for Cams there because that's not the touch he was expecting. They all count the same in this competition, though.
That's true. That's true. And 3 points are 3 points. Doesn't matter. Whoop. This goalkeeper doesn't learn from experience.
Lovely ball to Ben Yedder. I wonder whether or not he could have taken that in stride. Besides, the first time pass was the way to go. Ben Yedder back heel, Boadu, Volland is there as well. It'll bounce back to Boadu. Has that taken a deflection? The referee says yes, corner, I believe. Could feel the luck maybe starting to turn in Cams' favour there.
Kamel El Morabet has 29 years old. He played 3 years in a row for Manchester United and now is defending Monaco. He won the Euro in 2018. Great player. Mukahid from Istanbul, Turkey. First match in Bayern Munich.
Monaco corner comes in, Ben Yedder. Can't quite win that, and well, somehow it will be a goal kick. But one of my first experiences of Cams as a player was during the co-op competition of 2019, I believe, PES League. It was himself, it was Kills-You, and it was a third player who couldn't make it, so they had to play co-op competition 2 versus 3.
Whoa.
And they managed to qualify for the World Finals, 2 versus 3. That's when I knew Kills-You and Cams were 2 players I would have to keep my eye on, and that's something that Munchen will have to do here, although he is on the offensive now. Musiala, oh, that's a little bit lucky, goes for goal.
Another defensive mistake. So you start to pay really expensive those mistakes in the box.
15 in-game minutes remain, so as you said, those mistakes can be very expensive, not only for the chances you feed the opposition, but also the time ticking against you. Nice bit of skill inside from Koeman. Long ball looking for Muller, and surely the goalkeeper will get there first, but the problem here for Cams, yes, he has possession, but 10 in-game minutes to go. You've got to carve open what is a very, very stern defence of Munchen and Bayern München, and well, they keep coming forward here. Mane inside to Muller. Who can he find? No one but a defender. It will be a corner though.
And he didn't have not even one chance to strike at goal in the second half, so it seems steep.
can see on the right-hand side of your screen, Cam's ready to go. Mujahid, though, willing to listen to his personnel in the back. Of course, Jose and Mestre and Lutti have been with Bayern München for 3 or 4 years now. They know this squad inside and out. They know their strengths and weaknesses, so important to listen to them in these very cutthroat situations. One mistake and 3 points could change from 3 into 1.
That's exactly what happens here. It's a game of minds.
So pause time is now coming to an end. The changes have been made. The important stats are in the top left-hand side of the screen. 2-1 to Bayern, 82 minutes gone. De Ligt is there as well, and it's not on target.
Good opportunity.
Stunning header, but just lacking the accuracy on that occasion.
Yeah. Cam's is just 1 goal ahead of at least making a draw, but it seems so difficult.
Minamino, that's a lovely ball through to Boadu! Huge stop by the goalkeeper.
Good defending by Mujahid.
Possession still to Monaco here. Beneda back heel, Diatta, Boadu is tackled well by Musiala.
That was close. That was really, really close.
That's a tackle that has to be perfect. Anywhere will do here for Bayern. Entering the 90th minute now. Last chance saloon for Monaco. Bayern win the ball back, and well, it's going to be difficult to get it back from them if you're Monaco, especially with Musiala running beyond. Diassi has to win this duel. He does so, but this ball needs to cross the halfway line soon, otherwise the referee may not allow them to play on. Upamecano is there, and you can see the celebrations from the Bayern boys in the back. It's Mujahid's debut. It's a debut 3 points for Mujahid 21. Big boots to fill, and he's done just that with 3 large points in game number 1.
And now is when you realize how important was that mistake. How expensive is just 1 minute, just 1 in-game minute defines a match, because this match was won just by 1 goal. Was that goal? Well, you never know which one, but I mean, both of them are worth the same. One of the goals was 100% because of what Mujahid done. The other one was just a mistake by the goalkeeper. And here in this game, mistakes are really, really hard.
Oh, so hard indeed. We were calling for Tell to be used a little bit more.
Yeah.
And, well, the curse of the commentator played in Mujahid's favour there with that deflection onto Sadio Mane. And then following the resumption of the second half, you then cursed Mujahid with asking for an attack from Cams, and
I don't
first attack
believe
he
in
scores.
curses. I don't believe in witchcraft.
Well, all I'm saying is keep an eye out on some of these players. They may be trying to sway your favour to try and curse the other team when they play against them. But lots of emotion up there on the stage. Cool, calm and collected from the Bayern side.
And here's the play of the match. This defined everything.
So what do you think happened there? Was he controlling the goalkeeper, accidentally held the sprint button, or was that just a very, very unfortunate touch?
That may explain what happened. Yeah, that may explain. Look at his face. Whoa. I feel sorry for Camps.
There were chances here or there following, but ultimately that was the defining factor of the game. And it's a shame. It must be horrible to have to wait 2 weeks again now until the next match day to make up for an unforced error such as that. I do feel for Cams, but that man is all smiles, all celebrations, his debut going exactly to plan. So now we look who steps into the hot seat next, and I saw just before the replay package for Bayern, unzipping his tracksuit, is Miguel Mestre, stepping up, a very fierce competitor in 1 versus 1, has had some success on the international stage at the Euros, both times round with Jose and Alex as well. And on the other side, we say Torito is not a man you want to face. The second man you don't want to face is Maccabiel.
Or first one. I mean, they're in the same level. He's a legend on his own. People were asking a lot of times, is Maccabiel playing in this competition? Because if he's playing, I'm not. So yeah, he's a really feared player. But also Mestre, besides being a young player, he's a really experienced guy. He's not afraid of no one, I think. But of course, you have to respect this player that has so much titles under his belt, including current champion, which is not to be missed.
Most certainly isn't. I'm looking forward to seeing this fight between these two squads. Of course, Maccabiel beat Mestre 5-4 with a last-minute championship winner goal last year. So this is now the rematch to that.
Yes.
This, no doubt, will hopefully be an encore rather than a rehearsal, but I'm looking forward to these two go up against each other. They always bring the sparks. There's always goals galore.
Yes, I think we may have, as you said, a goal galore. I hope so. I hope some big match. None of these players will close the store if they go 1-0. So I think we're here for a treat. And what do you think? Just tell us on the chat over the live streams, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Keep an eye on the club's channels for the giveaways. The victory campaign.
It's crazy to think that this is Maccabiel's 5th season in a row representing AS Monaco, and I do feel a little bit bad for him, about as bad as you can feel for a multiple-time world champion and eFootball Championship Pro winner. He seems to spot talent. Obviously, he and Lotfi brought Killsu up through the ranks, and now they left without him. He brings Nexa up through the ranks, and he leaves without his Maccabiel. And now we're having, I'm not going to say have to see him bring in the likes of Cams, who you see on your screen, Eldridge O'Neill, some of the older heads. But you have to wonder where, you know, at what point do we see student versus master in this competition in match days in the future? I think that's going to be an interesting storyline, but it's a different dynamic for Maccabiel this season. Has 2 veterans behind him as opposed to promising young talents that he has to shoulder.
I think that's maybe also important for him because he will be able to relax a little bit more. I mean, it's not that everything depends on him, but the first match was a defeat. So everything starts all over again. Sometimes history repeats.
Well, we'll be hoping it does, because again, when we look back on the final last season, 5-4, it was a 9-goal thriller with a last-minute winner for Maccabiel between these 2 exact players and these 2 exact clubs. So what I'm saying is, don't blink, don't go and put the kettle on for a cup of tea. This is not the match to go and do that.
Of course not. This is maybe one of the best matches of today. If you just tune in, AC Milan won 3-0 against Inter Milan. Barcelona won a match and draw 2 matches against Manchester United. And in this first game of this match is Bayern Munich won over AS Monaco. So this is the second match in this competition. Points are given, are important. 3 points for the winner, 1 point for the draw. Of course, 0 points if you lose. here we are.
We're underway in game 2. Bayern starting very strongly here with Tell. Haven't even had a chance to introduce the players yet. Mestre attacking left to right in the all-red Bavarian strip. There's Maccabiel right to left with AS Monaco. One thing I do enjoy watching is Maccabiel's celebrations. Of course, Mestre will be wanting to make sure they don't happen. But when he does celebrate, it's either, yeah, cool, calm, collected, everyone calm down, or it's the complete opposite. So I'm always fascinated to see. He's a fun man to interview as well. Here is Ben Yedder, one of his faithful players who is offside.
And on the tactical side, AS Monaco is one of those teams where the substitutes have more similar level to the starting 11.
Ooh,
that doesn't happen in other clubs.
Misjudged defensive clearance though, as Mane latches onto it. Maripan is able to recover. So it begins in under 10 minutes. We already hear the emotion and fierce passion coming from the Monaco side of the stage. No wonder Mestre has his headphones on. Will fall to Mane, who gets the strike away. Opening goal. 10th minute of the match. Sadio Mane. 1-0.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This started on fire, my friend. Excellent header. And there's a saying that 2 touches on the small box ends on the net, and this is what happened. Look at Mestre, he didn't even celebrate. Just a sip of water, and you know that you have to compete every minute, concentration 100%.
Well, no doubt that 9-goal thriller between these two last summer in the grand final of this competition was fresh on the mind of Mestre. Muted celebration. He knows there's a long way to go to get this one over the line. Golovin with the sliding effort, and Yedder will recover here. Danger not done for Bayern. Enrique, Boadu, Golovin, back to Boadu. Is there a chance there anywhere? Ben Yedder!
Nice touching. Nice first passes, very fast.
Great work, but it's undone by a break from Bayern. And that one is a bit of a strong challenge, too strong as adjudged by the referee.
And you get exposed. I mean, your defense gets exposed when you attack so much. Of course, that's a risk.
Lovely ball to Koeman, just slightly too far, but 20 in-game minutes gone. This one has been a fiery affair already. Again, do not adjust your sets and don't go and make a cup of tea, because this is a 3-time world champion who is, sure, down 1-0, but that is absolutely nothing to a player such as his caliber. Mestre needs to maintain concentration here, and he's got defending to do. Ben Yedder's in! Goalkeeper bailing out Bayern.
Very good goalkeeping, very good goalkeeping.
Back to Ben Yedder, Boadu on the turn.
And now it's AS Monaco, the one with the best opportunities.
Enrique, Volland, Camara is there. A few players to slide it into, but just a wall of bodies there in the box.
Very nice attacking, very nice touching.
Koeman with the double touch. There's a man over in the middle as well. Diassi with some defensive recovery.
Yes.
End to end.
Very risky. He's taking risk. I mean, you have to do that, but it's very unbalanced team between defense and offense.
So a chance to breathe after that passage of play. 10 in-game minutes of just back and forth. You can tell the mentality of both of these players on the stage. The best defense is a good offense.
Yes, that's true.
Boadu wins the ball, but Cleared away. Early cross in, that was a dangerous one. Upamecano saw the better of it though. 10 in-game minutes until half-time. I think Matchday will be happy to be going into the break with a lead if he can maintain it. Koeman gets a great touch on the ball, beats his man. Maripan now is there for company. Skill moves.
Yeah, it's a great result, you know. Playing with a player this big.
Camara on the near side, or there was a man free at the back post. Both players playing at a lightning pace here. Seeing things that us mere mortals could only imagine of.
Good game playing by Mestre. Very good game plan.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Just the 1 minute added on. Gravenberch has won the ball. This could well be the last attack of the half. Sadio Mane inside. Solid strike, but the goalie saw plenty of it, and that one will be the last action of the first half. Game 2 at half-time goes to Bayern München 1-0.
And I think that Mestre did the perfect game that he can do against Usmakaville. He knows he will be attacked, so when he was attacked, he put this bus on his goal. He cut the attack. He waited. He didn't get mad at the touches and the fierce display of power that Usmakaville has in the offense. And when he had a chance to score himself, he did it.
So 1-0 then, plenty to be done for both sides. Sadio Mane once more being a thorn in the side. The goalie's come and it's wide.
That was so close, so close.
I mean, you don't have to speak fluent French to understand 2 passes, and he's cut me open there. Agonizingly wide. I'm going to stress this until the end. 3-time world champion.
Yes.
1-0 is nothing to this man.
But you know, that's why he's such a legend, because he's so upset by a 1-0.
I think what is worrying for those Monaco fans at home is the sheer volume of the chances coming Bayern's way. All it takes is Mestre to get his shooting boots on and put one away, and at 2-0 this is looking a bit more like a promising result for Bayern.
Yes. But as long as the clock keeps ticking,
mistake there by Mestre. Now Ben Yedder has a chance maybe to break the lines, but
he has a solid defense.
Very, very solid. And the attack is breaking in waves here as well. Sane, Koeman on the outside. Sarr comes across. Sane is there with a strike. Will it land to Mane? Tell is there! Cleared away. That would have been
amazing goalkeeping
doubt,
by
2-0.
AS Monaco. You hear him at home? That's Usmakaville.
The attendance for this match was 71,500.
No mistaking him. Passion on the hour mark.
This is what we were missing. This is what we came here for.
Oh, and it's gone all the way through. Boadu is there! And the equalizer! Incredulous, he can't believe it.
He's angry.
He's saying, that's how I equalise. 1-1, game on now here in the second half.
He's angry about making a goal. That's something new to be seen. So, very good keeping, even in this situation, very good keeping from Mestre. He's asking why.
I have missed the offline studio events, let me tell you, because you hear Uzmakabil at home through his webcam. You don't hear the bass, you don't hear the emotion, the true passion come through.
Of course. So this game for now is 1-1. The tension, as you said earlier, can be felt here. I think a knife is not enough to cut into this air.
Chainsaw, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. So if you are at home, this match is getting better by the minute. It's 1 for Bayern Munich, 1 for AS Monaco.
Coming on the field.
Confirmation of the goal there is Uzmakabil on the board for the season. This is actually a pretty tame showing compared to the grand final of last year's competition. 9 goals then, just the 2 so far.
But there were plenty of opportunities. Just because they're defending a little bit better, it's not that the match is not good. It's an excellent match. I'm enjoying it very much, and I hope you at home are as well.
Well, only 20 in-game minutes remain, so enjoy it while you can. Bayern 1, Monaco 1, and I said 1-0 is nothing to a 3-time world champ. 1-1 is also nothing to Mestre. He's performed in this type of situation in the past, and he's coming forward here. Nice turn with Musiala. Can he get there first? The referee will intervene, and it is a yellow, as you say, for Musiala. Bit of a harsh one.
Yeah, yellow card in defense at this time of the match is not something you expect.
Well, 75th minute here, changes inbound.
A big shout out also to Nacho Ostertag, Il Bombastico, who's watching this from home. Thank you very much for supporting us and for being there. Everybody's crazy about the eFootball Championship Pro season 2023. I'm here with Semra Hunter, Harry Channon, enjoying this match between AS Monaco and Bayern Munich.
Oh, another unforced error there. You can't give Uzmakabil too many of those. He will eventually make you pay. Off the resulting throw-in, Minamino has Goretzka to beat, and, well, the latter is too strong and too tall.
We haven't seen any goal by Tell.
Are you trying to curse them right now?
No, but it's strange seeing that he's the centre forward of the team. Well, it's not. He's not on the beach now. that may explain it.
Enticing break here for Bayern. Yeah, I think around the 75th minute, those changes came in. Kimmich and Minamino tussling in the middle. Boadu rescues possession, but that's a misplaced back heel. You can hear Uzmakabil's thoughts about that.
He's for sure angry.
Oh, very dangerous game to be playing. '90th minute now. Mestre keeping the ball to have the last attack of the match, no doubt. We'll see how many minutes are there in stoppage time.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, Gnabry knocking it past Enrique on that far side. Just the 1 minute added on here as well, so do or die time. Fofana uncontested for that, will clear it up the pitch, and it will end Not the 9-goal thriller we saw in the grand finals,
Nope.
but 1 goal apiece, 1-1 between Mestre and Uzmakabil.
And I see Uzmakabil a little bit more angry than Mestre. So I think perhaps he was expecting a little bit more from this match. I see Bayern Munich don't seem mad, don't seem like frustrated by this result. It's true that Uzmakabil had some more attack power, but he couldn't finish his plays. And you know, when you cannot finish your plays, this is what happens. It's 1 each, and this gives us 4 points for Bayern, 1 for AS Monaco.
Well, you know who would be more happy with that result between the two based on the reactions, the emotion. Mestre, of course, falling short last season, if you can even call it falling short. 5-4
Yes.
against a 3-time world champion, not bad. Slow improvements, though, gets the point home for his Bayern teammates. And in the context of that, you take a point away from a multiple-time world champion. I mean,
That's not bad.
it's not bad at all.
But you started winning, so that may compensate a little bit on the happy factor. We will know.
Well, there was the opening goal that, as you said, pushed Mestre into the lead. And it was looking like it was going to be another one of those where you have to keep an eye on both sets of players because there could be goals galore. But what followed was a bit more of an interesting turn of events. Both players really trying to break the resulting deadlock and get that second goal of the game on the board. But there were chances to double the lead for Bayern like that one.
Yeah, it's not. They are not in excess. This kind of chances. A lot of rebounds. The goalkeeper that on the first match on AS Monaco was awful. On this one, did a good job. And that leaves us with Bayern Munich with 4 points. AS Monaco with 1.
So far, that now guarantees no one at this moment in time catching AC Milan at the
That's
top
true.
of the table. 9
That's
points
true.
out of a possible 9 against FC Inter
That's true.
to start the day.
So we will have just one more chance with Arsenal against AS Roma to be able to chase the AC Milan. And we are ready for the last game of this match.
Of course, before we get there, we have to see the captain step up, Jose, for Bayern München. His 4th year, I believe, representing the Bavarians now. So great to see him returning for another stint. And you see Eldridge O'Neill, his new club, after his term with Manchester United, now finds himself playing for Monaco.
Okay.
It's going to be a game filled with, well, much the same as we saw in the first 2 games, if I'm honest. More passion on the AS Monaco side, and then we'll see more calm and composure, collected gameplay maybe from Jose on the other side.
The coach is giving his last opinions. Should we call it opinions? Instructions? I don't know. Advice.
I always find it fascinating to see how players not only prepare for the game, how they warm up, but also how they approach the game. There is Coach Lutti, of course, from Bayern München on the other side. But you see Eldridge there with wireless earbuds in, no doubt listening to music, getting in the zone. He's got headphones over the top of them as well, so wants to just be in his own space. Some players like to keep the headphones around the neck so
Yes.
they can hear a little bit of the game audio, but
Yeah.
mostly feed off of the energy of the room.
That's true. That's true. There's people. I can't play with music.
No?
No, I can't. I need to hear the game, because you know, even the rebounds give you some information that I don't want to miss. But there are great players that use that in order not to get carried away by what happens outside. And now is the last game of this match. Each match it's composed by 3 games. In this case, this is the last one, but every game counts. It's not that if you win the match, you take the points and that's it. Not. Every separate game counts for points. And remember that being in the top 6 gives you a chance in the knockout, but being in the top 2 puts you on the knockout stage in the semi-finals. So that's what all these clubs are fighting for.
Yeah, it's one of the luxuries of being one of the top 2 clubs is not only do you get an extra bit of prize money for finishing in the regular season standings high up the table, but also, as you said, that bye all the way through to the semi-finals. You don't need to play the quarter-final round. And the reason we bring that up now, you might be at home thinking, oh, it's match day 1. Why are you talking about the knockout stages? It's because you don't play these clubs again.
No,
you don't
of
get
course.
these points back. You don't get to play the matches again.
It's just once. Just once. Each crossing is just once.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs.
So we're doing final checks now. Of course, we have the referees up there on the stage as well, making sure that match lineups are correct. All the lineups are as they submitted them before today's match day. And then once everyone agrees to do so, we will be underway here with game 3 of match 3 here today. So far, everyone chasing AC Milan after their phenomenal performance in the Milan derby in match number 1. 9 points out of a possible 9. Standout performance from them. Of course, we saw Barcelona come away with a decent amount of points as well against Manchester United, a 5-2 swing in that match. And, well, so far, in this engagement, FC Bayern are the more happy of the two.
They seem
4 points to their name so far.
Nous souhaitons la bienvenue pour ce match.
Can Eldridge O'Neill of his new club AS Monaco
Bayern de Munich.
come in and match them on 4 points from this match? Game 3 underway. So we have Monaco attacking from left to right here. And Bayern coming the other way, Fiorita. What do you expect out of these two incredibly talented players? Would you argue maybe the pendulum swings a little bit in the favour of Bayern, knowing they already have points in the bag? But, well, they're coming forward here, so I'll come back to you on that point as Serge Gnabry is free in the middle! Jose's first goal!
Well, I was going to say that I expect a little bit more from Jose because he's the captain of the team. And he did deliver on the first one. It went straight to the net. It's Bayern Munich 1, AS Monaco 0. And we may see a path forming in this match. Let's see the attack. He opens the ball. Very, very straightforward. No fancy play. Looking for the player in the best position. He doesn't fall into the offside. And he has a frontal strike at goal.
I think Eldridge, when he watches that one back, might be a little bit disappointed in himself that he wasn't able to react quicker. He's got an immediate chance at reply, though, with Ben Yedder. There will be a corner following that, but at this level of play, you can't let players get open in the box. You have to see some man marking there. So it will now be an uphill battle for Eldridge. In possession now, though. DSE is dispossessed and danger cleared. First goal of the season for Jose.
AS Monaco is one of the teams that may benefit from doing some substitutions during the game because their players are more balanced. We didn't saw that very being used a lot.
Oh, Mane is approaching, and well, we've often seen players coming together like that be seen one way or the other by the referee, allowed them to play on though. There's been a long road to redemption for Eldridge O'Neill after 2019 becoming the runner-up of this competition. Different format, different time, but he'll be looking to get back to the lofty heights that he also saw at times with Manchester United in the cup competition as Tell forces a corner.
This is the most important club competition in the world. In this video game, the clubs are the official representation of each club. That's why it's so important.
Of course, what is scary about Eldridge's opposition here on the Bayern side, you have Jose, runner-up last year, of course, champion in 2020 of this competition, MVP of the group stages in day one in that year as well, has won 2 best goal awards back in 2020. It really was a stellar year for him, and of course was top 3 in the IESF World Finals. As we see danger there across the face of the Monaco goal. He's a tough opponent, is Jose, and he's swinging it in here. Trained well by the goalkeeper.
So most of the opportunities come from the feet of the Bayern players. There's not much attack yet on the AS Monaco side. I think for sure they have to try to make something, because if not, they will just go home with 1 point, and it's a little too...
Diatta here, trying to force something. Second bite of the cherry, Diatta has stayed open on this near side. Bouadou is there, can he get the strike away? Who's arriving is Kamara! From downtown, arrives so late, but right place, right time.
Yeah, that was the typical goal that happens when the ball keeps bouncing on your box. There's always someone on the rival team that can get that ball to the net. Well, it was the case. It was kind of a not so tidy play. The ball was bouncing around. Let's see.
It was this clash in the middle, wasn't it?
Yeah, good crossing. Nobody knows what happens. And number 2 comes from the back.
Takes out 2 different players, doesn't he? I think that's Upamecano. Takes out the offensive player and also his own defender, which allows Kamara to come in and poach that goal. Kiss of the bracelet.
That's his celebration. Trademark celebration. So it's 1-1 for AS Monaco and Bayern Munich.
Jose on the offensive here. Mane inside. Good manual goalkeeping. Gets that reaction time a little bit sharper. Gnabry on the turn with the right strike. That is a fabulous finish.
And this is exactly the opposite of the last goal. This is a well-practiced goal, a well-devised play, looking for the space, looking for the free attacker there, and shooting from afar. Let's see. Tell, he opens a very nice roundabout, and the ball ends kissing the net.
I think he sold the dummy really well, using the runners inside as well, able to cut back with Gnabry, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was
onto
beautiful.
the right foot. I don't think anyone
beautiful.
was really expecting it, let alone that man.
Also, I will put this goal on consideration for best goal of the match day.
That's very generous of you to put it up for consideration. I don't think we're allowed to judge, but if we were, I agree. Second goal of the competition for Jose, and it was a Very nice one indeed. Searching for 3 now. Koeman has been wiped out there. What's the referee going to brandish, I wonder?
Yeah, I want to offer my wisdom, you know?
It's very generous of you. Very, very generous. Free kick to Bayern. We don't see a lot of direct free kicks in this competition. Sane going low. Mane arriving.
Good
Venomous
rebound.
strike indeed.
Jose is very focused. He tried for the free kick. Doesn't work. Okay, I can shoot again. It's attacking a lot more.
Still the corner to defend here. It's put in a very dangerous area. Mane again.
Have you seen that everybody kicks the corner very, very closed?
No doubt trying to force a mistake from the defender should the attacker not get the purchase on it. It's a good spot there. One to watch out for as the season develops, of course, whether or not we see clubs mix up that routine. Sane, has he managed to stay onside? Ultimately won't matter too much as the ball is slightly beyond him. 5 minutes to go until half-time though. And what is going on in the mind of Eldridge O'Neill right now? Important to remember you're only 2-1 down.
I think he knows that his goal was kind of a lucky goal. With due respect, of course, for the player, but the most clear chances were not on his side.
Gravenberch. Good interception by Eldridge here. Boadu just strayed offside at the vital moment, and
whoa, look how far the offside trap goes.
very unfortunate for 2 reasons. Not only do you lose possession, but you also lose possession at a very crucial time. Half-time approaching. Players at this level love to have the final attack of the half.
Yeah.
And we're seeing some offside trap defending here from Eldridge. 3 minutes added on though, so there might still be time for Monaco to try and snatch back that final attack. Does Jose rethink his game plan here? Instead, he's given the ball away with time remaining here in the first half. Eldridge also gives the ball away. Lovely turn by Sadio Mane. Bit of a solo run here. Is there anything Monaco can do here? Serge Gnabry is tackled by Sarr, and well, Gravenberch adjudged to be in an attacking position by the referee, so he's kept play on. Gnabry almost stumbles his way through onto goal. This will be kept alive here. 51st minute. Mane, stunning cross, too close to the goalkeeper, and that, after an incredible spell, 4 extra minutes than the 3 that were designated, has come to an end the first half. 2-1 to Bayern.
And the play just before this one was a good defending by AS Monaco, so they kind of closed the game. They are just 1 goal behind, but it looks like more. I don't know if you agree on that. Sometimes just 1 goal seems very little, sometimes 1 goal seems very far. In this case, I think it's Bayern more near on the 3rd one than AS Monaco on the equalizer.
We will see if that prophecy holds true here. Monaco on the attack. Eldridge has a real chance here. Diatta with the back heel again, just offside. It's a shame, that was a real chance.
Yeah, you have to risk, because the offside trap is so dangerous. So dangerous. It seems magical, but if it fails,
Eldridge in possession again. Boadu might be able to latch back onto that one.
Erich is for sure the most quiet of the three Monaco players.
With the steal there in midfield. Seems to be getting a little bit of the rub of the green here so far in the second half, but as I say that, Jose now has a chance to attack. Good read though by Eldridge on the defence. Here's a look at your live top goal scoring table. Etorito, very top of the mountain.
It's amazing what Etorito can do. It's really amazing.
What a signing FC Barcelona have made for this season.
And when you see the other matches, you start to measure how difficult it is to make 4 goals in just one match.
It's a cagey one here. Be surprised if we see 4 goals from either side here in the second half. So far though, Bayern 2-1 over AS Monaco. Tell manages to beat his man, but just asking too much of his players right now are Jose and Bayern München. Ben Yedder looking for the long through ball. Diatta though not that fast, very optimistic. Just seen a bit of breakdown in quality so far in the second half.
Yes,
as I say that, another unforced error.
But yeah, it looks like they are okay with this result, which of course they are not. But it's like, you know, like if the day is starting to take a toll on these players. It's been a long day, a lot of tension building up on this return to offline competition. This is a very happy day for all of us, bringing the community back together. Thank you very much for all of you that are there rooting for your team, for your player, or just enjoying this wonderful game.
Yeah, a lot of people at home might be saying, oh, well, how can they be tired? It's only sitting down playing a video game. It's also the travel. These players have come from all over the world. You've got the tension in the room, having to watch your friends play before you and also wait to watch them afterwards. You have to make sure you're warmed up beforehand as well. There's a lot of energy that goes into maintaining that mental focus, and when you're up there on the stage, if you're not careful, it can all go out the window.
And you also represent very important clubs. It's not that you're just playing on your living room. You are the face of the clubs that you always watched, you always followed growing up. Best clubs in the world are represented here in this championship in the official representation of these clubs. People from the clubs are here with each delegation. Each team is followed by their websites, their social media, their people. Some of these players get to interact with grass pitch. I don't like to say real because this is real as well, but with grass pitch athletes. So it's very important, you know. Nobody wants to be the worst team in the competition.
It's a very diplomatic way of saying it. I like that, grass pitch players. Might have to steal that. That's a good one. Our attention, though, for these final 15 or so in-game minutes turns to both Eldridge O'Neill of AS Monaco, who trails his adversary here, Jose of Bayern, his 5th season with the club now. Oh, and that's a unforced error from Eldridge's side.
This match seems longer than the other ones. They are like very, very cagey.
Corner swung in, cleared by Diassi. But importantly, the pressure and possession maintained here by Jose. Sane going toe-to-toe with Minamino. "12 in-game minutes remain for an equalizer." Ben Yedder takes it down.
It doesn't change. I don't know why. I pass it. It doesn't change the thing again.
You hear the disappointment from Eldridge, clearly not reacting sharply enough over his players, but he's got some defending to focus on now. Kingsley Coman dispossessed really well. Defensively, it's a shame he's shipped those 2 goals, because otherwise Eldridge has been pretty solid at the back.
Yes, the match was really battled on the midfield mostly, without much opportunities than the ones that ended as goals.
Ben Yedder in the centre. You can tell he's the star man. He's who Eldridge wants to try and find at this point. Anywhere will do for Jose, playing the territory. Saying, hey, you want this equaliser, Eldridge? Come and get it, buddy. You've got to find it. 90th minute now of game number 3. Just 1 minute added on. Eldridge has to go now. Long ball.
He needs to burn the ship.
Can he continue to advance forward? Sadly not. That will be a massive 3 points.
These guys celebrated. This was a match that they didn't feel it was easy. You can tell by how they celebrated.
A massive, massive 3 points for Jose and Bayern.
Yeah.
As you said, a potential banana peel. They felt like this could have been in their season, but they got the job done. A real fantastic performance by Jose for Eldridge. Not the debut he would have wanted. Still plenty of match days, plenty of games to try and make up for that in the season, but for now the day belongs to Bayern. Good show of respect all around, but
yes, Monaco goes home with just 1 point, so it's for sure not the dreamt debut for this big team in this championship. Just 1 point that came from Smakaville match.
well, yeah, as we look over some of the highlights, you can see the confirmation. 7 points for Bayern. Not bad at all for a first match day. Not everyone could be AC Milan, of course, but 7 against the reigning champion club of AS Monaco. Not a bad showing indeed.
If I am Bayern Munich and you tell me, do you want 7 points against AS Monaco? I say, where must I sign?
Not an easy club to go up against whatsoever. Just seeing some of the replays there, it was a hard-fought contest by Eldridge O'Neill, but Jose of FC Bayern has been on a bit of a roll in recent years, Semra, and well, he's continuing his form in the 2023 season as well, as Bayern steam their way to 7 points out of 9.
Maybe it won't. Obviously, it's not going to be as sweet as if it had been in the grand finale last season, but it is something, and it's a great way for them to start. But you look at Monaco and you think 1 point on the board, very, very disappointing from the reigning champions in their pursuit of trying to retain the title. But of course, they have 2 new faces amongst the team as well.
Yeah, there's certainly going to be a bit more of a bedding in process for both Eldridge and Cams. Yes, they're very experienced, but they're experienced using different teams, they're experienced in different environments. They still have to settle into their new environment. One man who settled in fantastically though for Bayern was Munchen. We've seen him in clubs previous be really, really stout defensively. He's proven he can fit in his new club for the Bavarians here, and was able to secure 3 points as well.
All right, well, there you have it. Things are looking very good for Bayern Munich at present. Well, Fiorita is once again in the mix zone. He is with Uzmekable, the captain of AS Monaco. We can find out a little bit more about his particular game and also what he's thinking about his club's current situation. Fiorita?
Well, here we are with multi-champion Uzmekable, and today AS Monaco goes home with just 1 point. Why?
First time, congrats to Bayern Munich. They play better than us, but I think we don't have same player. I'm sorry, but if I like Mourinho say, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. But for me, it's not normal.
So you expect more from your in-game players?
We look, it's a mathematics. Look only our player. Look only statistic our player. It's only mathematics, and it's not, for me, it's not normal.
Okay, you have 2 new teammates. How do you saw them on the match?
But for me, Bayern play better than us today. Then Kams and O'Neill did some mistake. But it's like this. It's sport. Sometimes you win, but we have time to cherche, to find option, solution. But we will see. We will see.
Next match is against Roma. They are new also in this championship. What do you expect from that match?
Roma is a good team, strong team. But we will see. I don't know. I don't see they play now. We will see. But I think it will be close game.
Okay. Thank you very much, Uzmekable. Legend in this video game is here with us. Today they go with just 1 point, but I'm sure you will get better. Sembra.
I can only imagine that the future will look much better for him as well as for his teammates going forward. Uzmekable is certainly someone who doesn't like to hold back. He's very open, he's very opinionated. It's also quite nice to hear players who are so forthcoming about what they're thinking, not just in the mix zone, but during the game as well. We could hear him, he's very passionate, he's emotional, he lives this to his core. You thought maybe you could kind of throw off his opponent in this particular game. Didn't really work though, did it? So in any case, right, having said that, I'm sure things will certainly turn around for Uzmekable as well as AS Monaco, who are currently trailing in the lower area of the league table for right now. But we can go back to Fiorita, who is with the captain of Bayern München, and we can hear about what a wonderful day it's been so far for them.
Well, here I am with Miguel Mestre. Hola. Tal? Well, congratulations, 7 points on this match.
Yeah, I feel really excited about this match. I mean, we were facing the title contenders. Last year they won us. So we wanted revenge. We get it. And yeah, now we have to focus for the next match day, keep working and do what we know.
Your last match with Uzmekable had 9 goals. Today was just 1-1. Why?
Yeah, because I've learned from the past. I knew that last year I played quick counter. This year I changed to long ball counter, so this is better for me when I play against him. I didn't want to risk too much, so that's why I clear a lot the ball. But I'm happy with the performance of my teammates. They won both. And I drew, it's okay, 7 points, and we are ready for next match day.
Speaking of next match day, you're going against Barcelona with Palma and Alex Alguacil, and also against Torito. You know each other very well. Is it special for Jose and you to play against your former teammate?
Yeah, of course, it will be a good clash. I mean, we have a good relationship with Alex, and we have also relationship with Torito and Palma. So it will be a good clash, one of the title contenders as well. So really 2 hard match days, but if we do what we know, we can do it.
Okay, well, it's Bayern Munich's own Mestre. Happy, I see you really happy. Congratulations. Sembra, it's time for the last match.